everybody. I'm in Louisiana somewhere, Baton Rouge, somewhere there. But I want to talk about safe drivers this morning. When you're pushing a 40-foot school bus down the road, about 6, 8 ton, and you're going 70, people are coming on the on-ramp. They're supposed to yield, not you. It's courtesy to get over in the other lane if you possibly can, so just be courtesy. But it's not mandatory that you change lanes. And if you can't change lanes, you're just there. Like I said, I don't mind sending them flyers after the wreck, because that's what'll happen. They think a semi or a big school bus or something like that's not going to eat them little bitty four-cylinder cars up and spin them out. They're full of crap. And there's nowhere you can go because they'll just pop in front and try to crowd in there with no blinker. And then you get some of them that does not know how to, so far in Louisiana, probably over 2/3 of them do not use a blinker. They'll just cut in front of you. I know they're late for work and back from the holidays and this, that, and the other, but safe driving is safe driving. And they don't realize if you're pushing something, and I've seen them do it to semis, and they don't care. They'll just run over with that trailer. I guess they don't mind sending flyers either. But that's what's happening. Unsafe drivers, and you find out it's women and men. It doesn't matter. And it's mostly the local traffic because they've drove it 100,000 times to work. And they just think, it's okay. No, it's dangerous when you're trying to cut in front of traffic or alongside of traffic that's traveling 70 miles an hour. Especially the big rigs. If you're pushing 40 feet of cargo or in a semi, or you're pushing a big school bus that's loaded down like a camper. I call mine the zombie bus, so I can knock little cars out of the way. But courtesy driving is not really safe driving. It's because you want to be courteous to the other drivers on the road, which you should be. But it's not mandatory if there's nowhere for you to go. And that's what they think that we're supposed to yield. When you're on the freeway, them coming on is not supposed to yield. Well, no, it's the other way around. They're supposed to yield. And if they get crunched up underneath a set of doubles, you send them flowers. Guess that's my rant. And then cutting in front of people, not using blinkers, this, that, and the other is dangerous. Very dangerous. It's more than courtesy driving then, it's just reckless driving. So unsafe driving, reckless driving, especially for people, they're getting in a hurry to go to work. I understand that you should have woke up 2 hours earlier if you're running that late. But these people that's like truck drivers or people that's on the road from destination to destination, cutting in front of them with big loads is dangerous. Like I said, send flyers. Write to family member that's alive a note and say, well, sorry that your loved one went underneath my bus or went underneath my semi, and I just sent you some flyers. That's what I'd write on a ticket. I'd write on flyers. Well, due to his reckless driving, I'll send him some flowers. What kind does he want? Roses, carnations, or mums? Because they don't care. They're not paying attention. I've never seen such reckless drivers. And it seems like, I know I'm getting old, but it doesn't matter how old you are, you got to be a safe driver. It doesn't matter how young you are, you got to be a safe driver. And if you don't know the rules of the road, you need to stay off this road, because it will get you killed. And so, well, he was only 30 years old, had 2 or 3 kids, and trying to go to work. Well, ain't no sense crying about it. He was in a hurry. He killed himself, and might as well call it suicide, and sent him flowers, because he cut in front or tried to cut underneath a 40 to 52-foot rig, loading about 20 ton on it. And there's another thing, these truck drivers, when you let them over in front of you and you flash your lights, Tell them they got plenty of room to get in. Being courtesy, they should signal you back with thank you. You know what I'm saying? Uncourtesy drivers and unsafe drivers need to really rethink their deal. And that's what happens to a lot of road rage and this, that, and the other. Especially, a lot of times I found out the road rage person is the one that violated the law to begin with. That's like when I was working one time, that I was driving a big old semi, and there was a semi alongside, and there was a semi in back of me. In other words, I couldn't get over, I couldn't do nothing. And this woman was driving a little old car, and she gave me the finger, and she yelled and screamed, and there was nowhere for me to go. If I'd have slammed on the brakes, the semi behind me would have hit me. If I'd have went to the left, the semi would have hit me. She just didn't want to put on her brakes or slow up a little bit to get behind me and the two semis. So you send them kind of people flowers. You guys have a nice one. Drive safe and be courtesy drivers when you can. But the point about it is, a lot of people need to know the rules and regulations, the laws of the road. Bye. Have a great one.